Lachlan Cope, Logan Monahan, Andrew Stead, Liam Carter. And for Central, Hayden Dillon, Tim Mack, Matthew Hodges, Hayden Dooley, Thompson Stuckey, James Hawke, Dylan Brick, Michael Dillon, Ben Slater, Thomas Bradley, Peter Crossman, Jack McEntee, Ryan Dooley, Cameron Britt, Caribbean Singh, and Ian Hughes.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Hockey ACT Grand Final weekend. First men's CL1 grand final between Central and West. My name is Jesse Beeson, joining by Matt Cook. Cookie, how you going, mate?
Good, mate. Good. It's a great afternoon here at the EPC National Hockey Stadium. Fantastic crowd building here. Wonderful conditions. Promises to be a fantastic game.
For the team list tonight, for Central, we have Hayden Dillon, Tim Black, Matthew Hotchkiss, Aidan Dooley, Thompson Stuckey, Jamie Hawke, Dylan Brick, Michael Dillon, Ben Slater, Thomas Breitling, Peter Crossman, Jack McEntee, Ryan Dooley, Cameron Brick in goal, Caribur Singh as the reserve goalkeeper, and Keenan Hughes. And for West, we have Gary Bacchus, Jack Brady, Kieran Hammond in the net, Matthew McKenzie, Michael Woodgate, Cam Pike, James Jewell, Naranjan Gupta, Charlie Dorman, Luke Sirik, Darcy McDonald, Angus Allen, Lachlan Cope, Brendan Boyson as the reserve keeper, Logan Monaghan, Andrew Stead and Liam Carter. So both teams making their way out onto the pitch. Central come into this undefeated through finals and regular season. West's trying to break a 3 grand final hoodoo. Been here the last 3 years, haven't not done the job. But I reckon they'll feel pretty confident, Cookie, going into this game after they pushed Central really hard in that prelim final.
Yeah, these are both two of the form teams in the competition. Central have been the pace setters all year, and West have really found momentum over the last 6 weeks and have certainly closed the gap on Central, really pushing them in on their last few hitouts. And it was a shootout in the semi-final, so really pushed them the whole way. And what this promises to be a really enthralling encounter. I think this first quarter is really, really important for both teams to set the tone. Central
get us started. Dylan Brick on the ball. He finds Thompson Stuckey. Now down to Hayden Dillon.
Just a little overload on the right-hand side off the restart, whether it's a set play or not. They play the numbers.
His brother Michael, now back to Hayden. Quick entry into the circle, but unfortunately Peter Crossman couldn't get on the end. But Central starting quickly. Now the ball here with Gary Bacchus. Plays the ball down the line.
Great ball.
Looking for Angus Allen, but Jack McEntee getting across. I think once both teams see each other out this first 5 minutes, I think it will slow back down into what will probably be a bit more of a traditional Western Central game. Lots of ball possession for both sides. But at the moment, I think both sides are trying to throw a few early punches. Central back on the ball with Aidan Dooley, but well tackled by Naranjan, who wins the free hit.
Matt McKenzie's out there today from West. He's had some hamstring issues over the last couple of weeks, so him coming into the lineup gives West an extra rotation through the midfield. Charlie Dortman has been having a little bit of a niggle over the last couple of weeks, so the extra rotation should really benefit. And Darcy McDonald's back today for West after missing last week as well.
Matthew Hotchkiss brings ball in the attacking 25. He had Michael Dillon in the back shoulder of the circle, but unable to hit the target there. Michael Dillon was more or less unmarked at that back shoulder of that circle. West will need to tighten that up. Our two umpires of tonight's game, Michael McIntyre and Christy Robertson, very experienced umpires.
Great play there from West, good outlet. Dortmund throws it into space, Bacchus here's up front. Good contest there between two experienced campaigners.
Yeah, Tim Black goes a bit underrated, but does very well. Central get the ball out through Peter Crossman, who's had a fantastic year, young Peter.
Peter recently won the most improved CL1 men's player in the competition.
And a wild 12 months for Peter. This time last year, he was an unused sub in this very same game. So just seen his starts this year for Central. And now Darcy out to Matt McKenzie. Ball gets played in.
Bacchus on the reverse. Great shot block there from Central. They launch a counter-attack here through Michael Dillon. Feeds Ryan Dooley on the outside. West have done well to get numbers back, and Jimmy Jewell just sees that one over the baseline.
Yeah, so James Jewell now on the ball for West. I think he was going to be really key for West tonight to get a result. Obviously, not just his ball-playing ability out the back, but he's also their #1 short corner weapon. In the chill squad again this year, how would you like to see West use Jimmy tonight, Cookie?
Well, I think his ball-playing ability is certainly an X factor for West, so you'll notice Jimmy will tend to take a lot of free hits in the defensive 50. He likes to get on the ball, control the speed and intensity of the game, and then without ball, he's often used as the free defender, covering the line of ball to goal. and controlling and organising the defence.
Darcy McDonald doing well there and just winning a free hit, and now West will have the ball outside. Darcy missed as well the semi-final through sickness, and it will be good to see him back. It adds another layer to West's defensive structure, but also their ability with the ball going forward. There's Cam Pike on the ball. It's very underrated, and I think he's one of the only fourth generation hockey players that are currently playing in the first grade comp. His dad, his granddad and his great-granddad all played first grade here in the ACT. Now West through Darcy McDonald finds Lachlan Coate.
Great hands from Lockie there to win the free hit under pressure. Takes a quick free hit. For direct ball in. Bacchus just couldn't control that touch there. Great pass through and good lead from Gary.
Yeah, Gary taking up a little bit more of a higher position. He's been playing more midfield, kind of AM so far this year, but West obviously looking to put some pressure on that central back line. Here's Charlie Dorman, finds Lockie Cope.
Rolls onto the reverse.
I was going to say, that's been his go-to this year, Lockie Cope, in terms of...
Ball spills through, opportunity.
And corner.
Yep. Great start from West. I feel probably for me that the theme compared to the semi-final is their ability to take quicker free hits. You'll notice a few outlets that they've taken quickly before Central have had the opportunity to set up their structure, and then a quick free hit was able to get a nice circle penetration and force a short corner. So we previewed this on our podcast, the Chill Out, and we felt that short corners were going to be a major part of winning this grand final today. So this is the first look at one, just 5 minutes into the start of the game. Jimmy Jules on battery 1, Darcy McDonald on battery 2.
So yeah, Jimmy's had great success this year flicking inside left of the goalkeeper. So I wonder if he's going to try and set Cam up one way and then go back across him. Backers to inject. It's going to be Jewel. A little bit of a shift. Good save by Brick though. West still have it through Jewel. Ball comes across, finds Dorman. Smart play across, but Allen unable to control in the circle, and then Matt Hotchkiss just sees it out very well.
Very experienced defending from Hottie there.
Now Central through Stuckey. Stuckey probably still playing with a broken wrist. He's had that broken for probably about the last month, so he loves this time of year, Thompson. He's part of that kind of next generation of Central players who already have such a mountain of premiership success already, and a good leader for some of these young guys who are looking to experience it again.
Nice, solid goalkeeping there from Cam Brick as we see the replay. Did well to clear the ball with conviction.
And I worried, as you said, I think West, I know they want to slow it down at times, but I think what you said is right. They've got to get the ball moving to try and break this Central structure down. They're very well set up, Central. And so the key is not to allow them to really dictate where to play the ball. And here's Ben Slater.
Great steal from Charlie Dortmund. One-on-one with Dylan Brick. Change of pace, drives into the circle. Turns out, throws it across the face. McEntie's well positioned on the back post from Central, saves the day. And that's a battle that'll be really important for West, is Charlie Dortmund, obviously the Brophy medalist from the weekend, the #1 or best and fairest player in the competition from the rounds, up against the Central midfield. There's plenty of quality there, but yeah, he's had an early win there and was able to force an opportunity.
So Central just still trying to settle into their way of play here.
Lockie Cope, great steal in the midfield.
And this is, yeah, I think this is what they're trying to do with Gary, actually make Central, that backline, defend.
Bacchus drives into the circle, throws it across the face.
Again, good defending. And another corner.
A short corner. Just a little bit clumsy there from Central. And Bacchus was able to get in front and force the short corner on the rebound.
So another look at this for West. I think early they've just probably got to try and throw that first punch. So I think it'll go to Jewel again. And I'll really try and put some pressure on Brick in the goal.
Yeah, Central's running was good. It forced West to try a little bunt, to bunt the ball around the runners, but Jimmy just wasn't able to collect that as cleanly perhaps as he would have liked. Again, the same setup with Jimmy Jewell on battery 1, Darcy McDonald on 2, Bacchus to inject. Bacchus just asking the batteries to shift slightly.
West with the second opportunity. Bacchus out. It's going to be Jewell again. It's good running though by Hayden Dillon. Running. And a quick play of the ball. If this gets through, Liam Carter's got to be clean, and is. Does very well, Liam Carter, and West will have another opportunity, but just given away by, I think that's Cam Pike. Now Central through Crossman. And just couldn't really connect there with Ben Slater, and West will have the ball in a dangerous position. Ball here with Jack Brady. Back to Pike.
Notice Aidan Dooley from Central really being aggressive with his positioning, challenging that ball, trying to take away time and space for Jimmy Jewell to control possession at the back.
Liam Carter, the youngest player on the pitch by a considerable.
Absolutely.
He's probably 3 or 4 years younger than the next youngest person out there.
Very, very good pass there from Liam to Luke.
Luke Sirik. Good tackle. Oh, no, free hit outside the circle. So what can West do here?
Great ball into the top of the circle. Oh, that's a heavy contest. Jamie Hawke came in hot. Lockie Cope went to ground, but just a free hit just outside. Again, Dooley really offsetting the press to take time and space away from Jimmy Jewell. Great first time touch here, Liam. Carter throws it in, but Peter Crossman, young gun to young gun. And a counter-attack opportunity, but no. Well defended from Lockie Cope. Just lost control of that. That's a free out.
Yeah, one thing that Central will force you to do, they're so hard at the ball from a defensive standpoint, is you've got to be clean. If you're not clean, though, you'll just get cleaned up. And Central, when they get it, they just want to go forward, particularly from that defensive group. So West will really need to be switched on here. Bit of movement here from Central. Kind of trying to split this West press into two groups, 5 up front and 5 at the back.
It's a clean tackle from Bacchus, hard but clean. Driving forward, does well to keep the ball in play. Great contest between the two.
Yeah.
And Crossman forces a free out.
It's good strength by Crossman. I think Bacchus knew what he was trying to do. He was trying to drive and force a bit of body contact, but Crossman was just stronger in that little coming together. And well umpired, I think, by McIntyre there. Stuckey now out to McEntee. Back to Brick. I think Central would... 10 minutes have been played. I think they would have liked Brick to have had the ball a little bit higher up and been able to create from inside their attacking half, but West are doing well just to pin him back a little bit deeper. And now West through McDonald.
Good press here from Central. Really limiting it. Jimmy Jewell can't get on the ball. Great overhead from McDonald to Dortmund. Throws it into space. Good contest from Brick to spoil. Dortmund takes it early though.
Again, another good tackle by Brick.
And he's won a free hit. Just forced an obstruction. But again, Charlie looking to take that quick free hit, really put Central on the back foot. And I think early signs have been positive from West so far. 2 short corners in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely be happy with the two teams. But Central, I mean, to be fair to Central, they've withstood all the shots so far from West. They're holding out well, and that's one thing this defensive unit does do very well, is they are very good. They can withstand kind of a bit of a barrage of shots. They're well drilled. And now here's probably where Central want Dillon to have more of the ball, a bit higher up. He's got good deception with his passing. He's got a high ball, got a low ball, so he's dangerous out there. They'll particularly like that match up with Logan Monahan as well, Central, but well picked off here by Andrew Stead.
Kenzie on the ball in the midfield. A little bit loose with his touch, but he gets away with it. Throws it out into space.
This is Monahan on the ball. Back to McKenzie, yeah. Now to
Sirik.
Sirik. Good touch by Brick.
Important touch.
Three and a half minutes left of this first quarter. West's really dominating so far. Central not able to really get any meaningful possession there. Played the whole season, really focusing on it, but it was almost a good pick there by Aidan Dooley.
That's that forward pressure that we talk about with Dooley. We know he's the leading goal scorer in the competition, but he presses well.
Yeah, and they're off here. It's a 3-on-2. Well done by Sirik just to get Dooley off the ball. And now here West can break through Dorman. Got his eyes up. But again, Central flooding back well. Comes out to Pike. Finds Gupti.
Nice skill from Naranjan. Hard ball in.
Yeah, just into his own player there. Dylan Brick on the ball. Ball over the top. This is that ball they've got to be careful of. And Michael Dillon, great pick down. If he spins, he could be out here. He probably has McKenzie for speed.
Great tackle from McKenzie. Really important player for West is Matt McKenzie. I think he gives them the ability to play Gary Bacchus higher up the field because he can play in the midfield, but he's also got speed and composure at the back, and that was a really, really important intervention. Jimmy Jewell now finds himself on the ball. Goes low and hard across to Bacchus, unable to control that one.
Yeah, disappointed with that Bacchus. He's had a really opportunity there to launch and managed to get in front, and umpires allowed him to have that drop zone. So yeah, here's Central through McEntee. Ball plate down.
Great physical contact. That's good hockey, I think, from Sirik there to own that space and now get forward. Great space for Bacchus.
So it's a good idea by Hayden just to see what he can and can't get away with. There's a bit of gamesmanship there. Obviously in the semi, a little situation like that ended up with Gary sitting on the tech bench. So I think they're just testing the waters on what's going to be let go and what's going to be pulled up. But West have held out well. Now here's Dorman. He should win that free hit. Does.
Well done from Crossman though, got to the contest early, didn't let him get his eyes up and slowed the flow of the attack, and this gives Central the opportunity now to set up a press, take options away.
It's good ball, good movement there by Sirik. He'll come up with, against Black, who obviously very good tackler for those who watch the first grade comp, but his ability to read the ball and read where attackers are going. Tom Breitling there, just unable to find the inside ball.
Speaking of reading the play, Jimmy Jewell, very important intervention. Drives forward here, Jimmy.
That should be I thought maybe that was a little bit high, but maybe the speed of the ball was not. Bacchus can knock the ball in, but I know 8 seconds left, but that's more than enough time to turn and launch. So
not quite.
Yeah. So our first quarter ends 0-0. Central kind of been put on the back foot a bit by a good West unit who are executing their game plan well. We will return shortly for the second quarter. And we're back for the second quarter of the men's CL1 Grand Final. West had probably the much better of the opportunities. Central never really got into their attacking 25 with any real purpose in that one, so they'll be looking to have a better quarter here. McIntyre out to Black.
The reality is, though, 0-0, and Central have an opportunity to reset. The thing about good teams is they're able to be resilient, and they defended their circle quite well.
Yes, they
repelled a few attacks, and now they have a chance to regroup. See if they can manipulate. West go man-to-man in the midfield here, so can they open up passing lanes to open up space to play forward? Good win here from West.
Yeah, it's
just struggling to get numbers forward, though, in this transition moment, so Jimmy's had to carry. Haven't really seen high-intensity efforts from the attackers to get forward. That being said, Naranjan was forward, just unable to control that one.
It's a tough one because I think what West are trying to do is the man-on-man is good because obviously you're very tight, but what Central are trying to do is they're trying to push everyone to one side and then open up that help side for a ball. But West will back themselves in if it's a Michael Dillon, who is very good, don't get me wrong. But he's not natural in that midfield in this structure, so...
Yeah, I feel Jamie Hawke is a very important player. If they go man-to-man, he can get the ball and roll. He's fast, athletic, and has some great 100%. Skills that he can use at speed to really put West on the back foot. But can they manipulate space to get him in a one-on-one or get him receiving on the move into space?
I think they'll really target... Central in the second quarter, I think they'll really target that midfield battle when Liam Carter comes on. Obviously, Liam Carter, very good for his age, but... It's only probably his third or fourth first grade game, so they'll try and target that in those matchups. And here's Brick, in a very dangerous position, finds Hawke.
And we just spoke about
now to Dillon,
his brother.
Yep, second in the Brophy on Wednesday night. Ball played in the circle. Ryan Dawley, wins the corner, and here we go. It's probably a bit soft, but Central won't care. They'll get the opportunity, and they have the walking. They have the walking cannonball walking up the top of that circle, Dylan Brick, who this week broke a PB for his speed from a short corner.
Yeah, so Dill flicked the ball at 121 kilometres per hour. So for context, in cricket, 21 or 22 yards? 22 yards, I think it is, from stump to stump. In hockey, 16 yards to the top of the circle. But if you look at Dylan lining up now, he will drag the ball in. Well over a metre and then release it. So not a lot of time for the defenders to react. That being said,
so here's Hotchkiss to inject. It's going to go out to Brick. Good roll off and back. So this is where Central get at times maybe a little bit too cute, but it works. They have history with this.
Last year they caught us off guard, and they've gone another variation this time. This time it goes to Brick.
He should just flick this one and
does. Flicks. And that's they're going to go upstairs here. Now, was this going in for a penalty stroke? Now, we'll have a look on the replay here. The bunt shows that is off target. So that's a free out to the defence. This will be the best angle here. We'll have a look to see the angle. Jimmy's, that ball is missing. Goal. Great officiating. Well done from the umpires there.
Now West to bring it out through Darcy McDonald. Trying to McKenzie. Back to McDonald. But again, it's Aiden Dooley who's made that tackle. But West then doing well to then regain through McKenzie.
He's been good.
It should be a West ball. That was a foot as it was coming through. And Darcy, as you said, Darcy and McKenzie back in the lineup means that West can move Bacchus higher up the field, which is probably what they need. They probably lack a little bit of experience up front. Obviously, Naranjan's very good, but Bacchus in these games, he has a habit of playing very well in finals. So it's a smart move. It forces that Central defence to really have to be tight with what they're doing here.
Jewel shifts across to McDonald. Moves to McKenzie on the outside. Looks to play in. Posh's well done. Strong goes down the line. Dooley rolls onto his forehand. Bacchus smothers well, slows the flow.
Yeah, I feel like Dooley there probably didn't need to arc out as much. I think he had an opportunity just to turn and start playing forward. Now Central through Brick.
Got him.
Yeah, got him, and now so 3-on-2. It's a 2-on-2. Dorman, he'll back himself in here. Probably just maybe high on
yeah,
McEntee.
The pass quality, I think, to Dortmund there didn't need to be as 3D as it was.
And again, Central Brick over the top. Not going to find Crossman in the back. Again, he gave Peter every opportunity to get that ball. Again, West now through McDonald back to Cope, who's found himself a bit of space in the middle. Good tackle though by Ryan Dooley, ball playing.
I'm not sure about that. There's no one in the passing channel there, so yeah, a little bit upset with that one, Central.
Maybe there was an accident, maybe deliberate, like that kind of raised slapping. Does get called, not often, but yeah, Jules. Tell you what though, regardless whether it was a foul or not, Aiden Dooley brought that down really well at the top of the circle.
Yeah, brilliant control. And that's where he wants to receive the ball, in and around the circle.
Good skills here by Mackenzie. He's putting together a very good first couple quarters.
So his hamstring is strapped. He's returning to the team from a hamstring injury. So yeah, started really well. Will he be able to sustain it? That'll be an important match-up.
But maybe they don't need him to sustain it. Maybe he just needs to buy some time to make sure late in this game some of their players like Darcy, who's also coming back from injury, can then unleash himself, and Dorman, who is also probably not 100%. He's a bit close to it, but obviously he has been managing a bit of an injury in the later parts of the year. Now Brick on the ball plays through to Hawk.
This is where they want him in those one-on-ones. Throws it forward to McEntee.
I don't know if they want McEntee in those positions, but
oh, well done.
Yep, one thing that McEntee is a willing runner, and he's all team.
Again, that's that quick free hit from West, and then they're able to get him behind. Important intervention from McEntee. Just controls it in the corner. Plays infield, risky pass.
Yeah, risky pass, particularly with Bacchus there, and he's got Cope on the outside.
Side.
Yeah.
Goes a slider against the grain.
Monahan here, good tackle by McEntee. Just a bit of uncleanliness there from McEntee, the edge of the circle. But I think Ben Slater, I don't know if he got a call or he saw it in the back of his mind, but
Bacchus takes this quickly, goes direct, hard ball across. No one there for West.
Yeah, Slater blocked that pass to Cope off. Again, I don't know if he got a call or whatever, but he made sure that West couldn't get across to that help side, which probably saved him a shot on goal. Now he'll be central through Stuckey. That's Brick. Now Black. And then West again, just holding, just trying to limit that ability for Central to play forward. Find good matchups. They found one here through Crossman. This has just allowed Central now to get into West attacking defensive 50. Brick and Black just bouncing the ball between themselves. They managed to draw that first player out for West, which gives their midfield and Crossman in that situation a little bit of room to turn and arc. Again, West holding out well. McDonald on the ball. It's a good ball up. Finds Monahan. He should win the free hit there. Ooh, maybe not. But here, this is where Central want. They'll be called back for not stopping the ball.
I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, thought Monahan was there first, plus the ball bounced before it got to him. So I'm a big believer in if an overhead and it bounces, should just be play on. Black out to the right, and just unable to control. I think Central will be disappointed with the fact that they haven't been able to kind of pin West back into this defensive 25 of theirs.
Yeah, the press looks better here though. Not a lot of options. Darcy's forced to carry and does well. Dooley's reverse pressing. And Dooley wins the ball back.
And does really well. I think Central won't mind that. I mean, Darcy carries the ball well, but he's not going to damage, he's not going to really damage you with his dribbling. So I think maybe that's what they were trying to do there, trying to get him carrying a bit high up the field. Plus, it then means he can't do what he does best, which is his defensive work if they can turn the ball over.
Good skills here from Dooley. Drives the baseline, but Jimmy Jewell well positioned. Ooh, he's got to be careful of sliding in there.
Keenan Hughes coming off a successful second grade premiership just before, in the game before here at the EPC Hockey Centre.
McDonald on the ball. Feeds Sirik, but just unable to control, so Brick will get across. Finds Dillon. Hayden Dillon.
Yeah, he's able to open up, which is good. Hayden hasn't really had too much to do on the attacking end of the game so far, and that'll be he's not running too crash hot as well, so I know he's had a bit of an injury earlier in the year, so maybe that's a bit of a flare up now. Be a big loss for Central if they lose him. Good turn though by Black. He's going to find Hotchkiss. I don't know if that was meant for someone behind him, but if Hotchkiss went to trap that and miss it, it's very uncharacteristic. Probably one of the better, if not the best, trap in the competition. And Jewell now finds McDonald out to Pike. Ball's been played down. It's Black sliding across, and now Naranjan, very strong run. Pursued by 2. Yeah, he should win the free hit there and does.
Just miscontrolled from Liam Carter. I think West have had a number of opportunities in the attacking 25, but their basic skill execution under pressure just been a little bit off, whether it's a mistrap, miscontrol, or a passing decision. I think they've had enough opportunities. They just need to be cleaner in those moments. Execution under pressure.
And I think as well, maybe it's I think it's been a bit of the story of the season. Like they do 99% of the game really well, and sometimes, as I said, particularly up front, their basic skills let them down. I know Coach Adam Baxter, it's something that I'm sure he's been trying to get a handle of, but I think today's game so far, just a little bit more cleaner up top, they would have had a few more goal scoring opportunities. Central, though, just can't seem to put anything of note forward of centre in, so again, just a mistrap there by Allen, and they're going to be able to open up here through Dooley. Dylan saying it's high, but I don't think the ball has really played too much speed there. I think
the interpretation is danger.
Yeah.
So McDonald here going back and around with Jimmy Jewell.
This is the first time kind of since the opening parts of the game, I think, that Jewell's had some clean air. He's usually getting cut off by Brick. Good step in front there by Sirik. He's just got no one on that help side, but he'll retain possession. And now out to Brady. He'll play down the line, trying to find Monahan. Does.
Stretches the field, just unable to control.
Yeah, and good covering, sweeping there from Brick. Again, basics again, but
risky play there from Jimmy Jewell, gets away with it. Charlie goes across the field here to Bacchus. And likes to play direct. And does so. Great ball into Sirik. Rolls. Again, just unable to execute the basic skills there in the circle.
I think as well, there wasn't. He was going for that spin, but I don't know if I saw anyone on that far side of that circle. So, remember in the prelim last week, West checks, I think Bacchus was calling for that when they did get the ball up in the circle, getting more guys in and around that in that D. Dylan's back out there, which is good to see. Now here with Stuckey. Played down to Michael, but misses him.
Jimmy Jewell here on the ball for Wests. Dooley, Hayden Dooley with an aggressive press right on the 5, and will split it so it can't come back here to Dooley. Ball goes over to the right. Full press here from Central. McKenzie composed under pressure. Loses out though, but works well to win the ball. Potentially a third man obstruction. Jamie Hawke's got Hayden Dillon on the help side if you can find him. Helps to go back to Brick.
To Stuckey. Good body position there by Hotchkiss.
Great body work from Hottie. Michael Dillon just a little bit loose in that first touch. And a free out. Jimmy Jewell again taking it quickly. Charlie's running ahead. Bacchus brings it down. He's got Charlie on the outside.
Goes to Angus Allen.
Gus here. Hard ball in. Charlie getting forward.
Yeah, Dylan Brick doing well just to disrupt that.
His work rate would be one, I think, the best in the comp. Charlie Dortmund, his ability to be in the midfield, control the game, sense a counter opportunity, and he was the highest player in the field in transition. Fantastic play. Darcy McDonald just loses out there. Central have kept that in. McDonald's worked well to get it back, but here's a 2v1 here. Michael Dillon driving in. Aidan Dooley's on his left. Finds Dooley. First time shot and a goal! And West, with all the opportunities, unable to capitalise. Central's first real look at goal fell to their main man, and he put it away with an indoor-style finish. Caught the keeper out at the near post.
It's a great pass by Dillon, and first time really by Dooley, which probably catches Kieran Hammond off balance and off guard. And it's what he does really well. He just knows.
Just a finisher. He loves goals.
And he can score in every different way. Like he'll score forehand, backhand, even that little bit of nuance with what he does there. He's looking to stick on ball and just almost like a sling, as you mentioned, an indoor
20 seconds
indoor
here.
style.
Bacchus will go direct. Oh, that's probably a short corner. Yep, Dylan Bricks opted to go to ground, placed his leg on the ground, blocked the pass to goal. I think that's good umpiring there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see a replay of that, because I do agree. I think Dylan's putting himself to ground, and he's claiming stick, but I'm not sure now. So this is really, I mean, it goes without saying, really important for West to equalise here. They've been the better side.
Yeah, had two looks. They've got to capitalise. We spoke about in the preview about short corner attack and defence being a critical element. So far, the short corner defence of Central's been very strong.
Central here. I have Hayden Dillon running, who's arguably the best runner in the competition, so we'll see if he can run this down again. Going to be Bacchus. It's out to Jewell. Little slide across. Again, good running.
Goal! Gary Bacchus, first time off a deflection. What a finish!
He's done well there. He'll love it as well.
And the equaliser on the stroke of half-time to West.
Bit of a sucker punch there. Central caught him with a counter-attack here. Hayden Dillon did well to get low. Ball just fell to Bacchus, didn't hesitate, and smoked it near post.
It's good here, and I mean, Luke Street does very well to get out of the way. He also just gets in that eye line of Cam Brick, so it helps out a lot. There's no obstruction there. Does everything right, and Gary, hand eye, puts the ball in. Again, what West deserve, honestly, if we're being completely honest with how this game's gone so far. They've had the better of the opportunities, and they now go into the half-time break 1-1. Cookie, we'll catch up again at the end of the half-time break.
Sounds good.
Welcome back to the second half of the men's CL1 Grand Final between West and Central. Central getting a lead late in that second quarter through Aidan Dooley, but then on the stroke of half-time, West levelling it back up through Gary Backus. This is really, really shaping up to be a classic. These two teams have been the best two teams all year, and this Grand Final is definitely living up to it. So the key things for me will be, can Central get back on the ball a bit more? It's when they're best, it's when they can build possession and position of field up and really pin the opposition back into their defensive 25. West's threw a few punches. I think they'll be looking to try and land a few more shots and win a few more corners, which is where their strength is. Angus Allen to get the ball going. Oh, a little balk there.
Gamesmanship.
Yeah, just keep the two Dooley boys honest. The Dooley cousins, not brothers, as I said last year in the Grand Final. They are cousins. Aidan Dooley's younger brother, Blake Dooley, obviously just won a CL2 premiership and was named player of the Grand Final in that. So well done to young Blakey. West playing forward, but well picked up by Brick, who finds McEntee. Ball played across to Crossman. Some young guns getting on the ball here for Central. Well, it's not a bad idea by Aidan Dooley, but just Michael Dillon not on the same page as them.
A little bit blind with that pass. Hopeful pass.
Now, as you can see from the live stream, ladies and gentlemen, this shadow that is moving across the field. Now, let me tell you, any ball that goes in the air to where Darcy McDonald just received the ball is a nightmare to see, because the sun is just sitting above the grandstand here. So it'll be interesting to see if they continue to maybe try and exploit that.
You might see some of the experienced players gravitating towards the shadow as well.
And now here is Central through Black. So this is Brick to Black, sorry. Now back to Brick. Finds Dillon. Cope just able to get a touch. But again, it's great contest there by Crossman.
Good physicality in the midfield.
Who's found Dooley. Just that first touch, probably not ideal. Back to Dillon. Now with Dooley, this is where he does his best work. Great tackling by McDonald, and he wins the corner.
Just ruthless there from Dooley.
And I think it'll be a bit of a Hayden Dillon higher up the field. It's where he does his best work, I feel, in this team, is when he can get the ball and create higher up the field. Now, as we know, they love their short corner variations, and I believe they've got a couple new ones, or maybe later, I think they've got at least one new one up their sleeve.
Well, I think we may have seen it from the first short corner, the under the arm kind of play, and then looking
back
for the 1-2.
Trying to give Dylan a flick from the spot, basically.
For me, I think if you can get a clean flick away with Dylan or Dools, I think you're a good chance here.
So it'll be Hotchkiss to inject. It comes out to Brick, out to Michael Dillon, ball flung across, and then Ryan Dooley on that back post, just unable, just on his back foot there. But again, I think this is where Central strength comes into it, right? You have to send a runner to Dooley, and you almost have to send a runner to Brick. You can't leave them kind of free and expect a variation, because then those two will just punish you on it. And now Central regain the ball through Hotchkiss. Ball played down the line again. Dillon getting the ball higher up the field. Back to Hotchkiss. They won't rush it here. And well done by West to get back to force this ball out. Now Central through Brick. Back to Stuckey. Back to Brick. Ball played down to Crossman. Good receive. He's able to turn and go. Now with Dillon. Now the McEntee. Jewel holding that hotline very well, just not allowing Central to really play, I think, as direct as they wanted. Ball's going to come through to Hotchkiss. McKenzie dove and missed. Here's Hotchkiss. Ball played through. It's going to sneak through. No. Lockie Cope doing well there, out to Charlie Dorman. Good ball played out wide. Naranjan and Crossman just giving away the free hit there. So well done again, this Wests. I think that's one thing this West team does very well. They've got some defensive staying power. You have to be perfect at times against this West side in and around their circle.
Yeah, just seeing a lack of movement from the West strikers when they transition the ball forward. I feel they can potentially provide a little bit more energy to try and find space and provide positive options. That's a great lead from the Bacchus. Does well to keep it in.
Right for the free hit, but then did really well to recover. He's done well
Chip
again
and chase
here.
here. Upright reverse. Whack. Into Dylan Brick. That's high. But he plays direct.
He does.
And he asks questions in the defence, so you have to be on.
And he'll back himself in speed-wise against these guys. He's obviously got the skill to do it, but he's also probably quicker than all these Central defenders. So if he can get the ball on the turn like he did then and try and get around his first opponent, it's going to be really dangerous for Wests.
Syracuse stepping out of the press to apply pressure on Brick. He throws it into the midfield to Dillon. Back to Brick.
Yeah. A lot of work here. And that's that little kind of loop lead that Jamie Hawke does from one side to the other. Back to Dillon. Ball played down the line. Hotchkiss with a touch. Going to find its way to Dooley against McKenzie. Good skill there by McKenzie to pick that ball off. West will regain, Central regain possession. Finds Dooley on the baseline. Back to Dooley. Now Hotchkiss. Piloting it play and does well. McKenzie just loose on that.
Opportunity here.
It's going to be corner. Oh, no hand.
Fair enough, he was well positioned.
Tell where his hand was. He thought he'd hit his foot.
Punched them.
Yeah, not much. What do you call it? Remonstrating from the Central players. So obviously they know as well that get the hand. And here's Brick. Monahan trying just to get him to go maybe to the left stand. Oh, great drag there by Stuckey. Try to claim advantage, but a bit too far there to get advantage off that. But then Cope not being able to execute that exit ball out. And grand final, you've done very well to get it, but that's the kind of stuff you need to be inch perfect on against a team like Central. Can't be giving them opportunities in these areas.
And yeah, Central just starting to build a bit of sustained attacking pressure.
Stuckey. Thompson, Stuckey.
Dylan Brick here with the ball carry. Just challenging the press, opening up space on the help side. Awkward fall for Dylan. It seems to be okay. It didn't look good initially. But they've just changed their shape here. Bricks slid around the outside, got an extra number on the left.
Yeah, I think what was really telling there is whether through design or just because it happened, if Dooley had trapped that ball and he was able to roll, he had the whole top of the circle to roll into. The central movement was so good that they had pinned that west side back deep. And they've done really well central this quarter in terms of not letting West kind of play their game out from the back. So lots of kind of one-out balls, trying to find a Naranjan or an Andrew Stead up there. Bacchus is probably their best way forward. And they'll like him on this kind of help side of the press because they can know that he presses well.
It's well played from Central.
Yep.
Got the runner coming through.
It's a good tackle. Here's McDonald.
Nice ball.
Yeah, good ball. Just a bit of deception there to get Central to step off that line. And great skill there by Jewel.
Gets the ball to 1 o'clock, eyes are up. Throws it to Bacchus into space.
Yeah, he'll get that. Brick reads it well. Probably an underrated part of Dylan Brick's game is his short distance speed.
Yeah, he's one of the fastest guys in the Actas group. That's a great overhead receive. Shot. Oh, just wide. Inch perfect ball. Wonderful receive. Not much in that one.
Yeah, Lockie Copey scored a few goals this year getting in that sort of area, whether it's on his forehand or his reverse. Smart play there by Dylan, though. Yeah, Slater finds Dooley. It's just enough pressure there on the receive from Carter to not allow that to go in. Just win the free hit through. I think that was Stead. Now here's McDonald. Finds Cope. Ball played out wide to Pike. Again, not a whole lot of movement up top. Does reasonably well, Cam Pike, but I think, good pick by Bacchus.
Here's a replay of that shot from before. Received it on the fly. Dooley did well to stay out initially.
Yeah,
just dragged it.
Yeah. And he'll be disappointed with that because he's very good, Lachlan Cope. He would have expected himself to do better there. Now Central are out.
Peter Crossman just got the legs on Liam Carter. Driving into the circle. Pulls the ball back. And is forced to corner. Well played from Crossman. Yep. Just had a favourable matchup. Drove hard. Pulled the ball back and forced an obstruction. Short corner. We've seen a few variations attempted here. Will we go direct?
I'm hoping so. I think earlier this year, James Day came and played a game for the Old Canberrans, and they've been running some variations, and Canberra Chill coach Shea, who plays in that team, just pulled him in and said, boys, let's not overcomplicate this. And I think that needs to be Central's kind of mantra for this corner. Don't overcomplicate it. You got some wicked weapons at the top.
He goes
Dooley.
Slaps.
We get another chance. Just wasn't a great injection by Slater.
Again, it's a little bit of a variation attempted. Carry a slap.
Utsirik's been running well, but obviously in the back of his mind he knows that there's a few little tricks. They're going to switch battery.
Yep. Switch to Dooley, goes direct. That's high. Hit the runner high.
And stick. Same stick.
We'll have a look at the replay if we can. Perhaps not. They're going to take the free hit too quickly here.
Good play by Central. Just to really well picked by McDonald.
Just unable to control that though. So again, the ability for Central just to get a little bit of sustained attacking pressure here. I'm not sure about that.
No, there's no card, but I think Gary can't do much there, but I don't think he actively was trying to leave that space as well.
Yeah, I think Dylan played for it. I mean, yeah, both very competitive individuals.
I know, but yeah, I'm a big believer in you've got to actively at least be looking to try and get out of that.
100%.
and he
he
wasn't.
Walks on a tightrope. Like he will always play the game hard and push the boundaries.
However, what he has done here is he actually has allowed West to set up, which is what they need to do in these situations. Oh, it's good receive.
Great receive, opportunity.
Yeah, that's missing.
Yeah, I think that's probably the right call. I don't think he got much on that. I don't know if it was on target and hit the defender high. Backus cuts inside.
Good touch though by Crossman.
Oh
no, made contact with the stick as he went through. Yeah, outside the 25.
Which should get on that a little bit quicker. Jimmy Jewell here.
Yeah.
Will he sling it in, you reckon?
Potentially. It's a good area for him.
There it goes. Oh, had the touch in front of the keeper as well. I think it was off a deflection.
Yeah, Lane Monahan was able to.
Brick here, looking to go out back. Good length on it, but McDonald's well positioned in the sun as well. Brings the ball down, eliminates a player, drives forward.
So probably not the play you want to throw past Darcy. He's got traps those every day of the week.
Dortman here.
He hasn't
out of trouble.
Charlie Dortman hasn't. His off-ball work's been really good, but I think he hasn't really.
Oh,
It'll be a West ball.
Interesting decision. Whether or not Christie felt that the defender impeded the attacker's ability to receive. Now they're treading a fine line. It's right on the circle's edge. I've seen corners given, but they did kind of step out and not bite. So perhaps the free hit outside was the right call.
Yeah, I think West. This quarter's been up against it for big chunks of it. I think they need to find a way to get Dorman on the ball a bit more. He hasn't really got on it in where the spaces that he does the most damage in. That probably comes down to Central really not allowing that, but he's so dangerous kind of in and around this midfield area. 2.5 minutes to go in this quarter. Central just asserting a bit more dominance after West probably dominated that first half. Good bit of deception there by Jewell.
Great pass.
Yeah, finds
McDonald drives forward, needs to get his eyes up. Goes direct. Just no depth in the circle.
Yeah, I think everyone led to the ball.
Adam Baxter's very vocal on the sideline. Wants them out. Doesn't want to give up good space here, so they've asked the team to drop into a zonal shape. Just about that 60 yard.
Yeah, I think they're trying to deny that. I think obviously know how dangerous Brick is of that overhead ball. I think they're trying to deny that spacing behind.
Ball into the middle. Liam Carter receives the ball. Throws it forward to Naranjan. Good contest. Good physicality from both players. Yeah. Drives the ball in. Knocks off the foot.
Central ball, good advantage. West get the ball a bit higher up the field than where that free hit was. It's a great ball across.
Opportunity.
Tell you what, I think it's Breitling back there. It was good lead by Naranjan. Breitling does very well not to impede there. That would have been a stroke if he fouls there.
Thought about it.
Yeah, there's almost a little nibble there, but he does well. Cam Brick standing up big time when he needs to.
Yeah, West have had a few opportunities where they've played back and then gone back to the ball side with Darcy McDonald on the right. Yeah, Brick really looked to take it early. Body's making a high-intensity effort. Didn't quite have the ability to get too far in behind.
Minute left to be interesting to see what they do. It's more than enough time for them to build this up and get an quality attacking opportunity. They will want to have the last one. I don't think they'll want to give West an opportunity to come back at them. Here's McEntee. It's Black. With the deception to Hawke, but just can't bring it down. Pike does very well. Cam Pike, one of the most improved players in my opinion over the last couple of years. He's someone I think who would walk into most, if not all, first grade teams. Yeah.
There is Charlie Dortman in space. Here he is. Oh, the pass has just forced him a little bit wide. Steele will drive forward. Eyes to goal, looks to go direct. Just too high. Difficult slap going inside out. That'll just about do it for this third quarter.
And again, a few opportunities for West, just being let down by that final ball to the attacker, not allowing kind of good access for their players. But 1-1 at the end of this third quarter. We're going to the last 15 minutes of the men's CL1 Duncan's Plumbing season. West 1, Central 1.
Central
15 minutes remain for the men's CL1 hockey competition for season 2025 here in Canberra. Central West 1-1. Both goals scored kind of in that second quarter. West will start with the ball. Angus Allen on it. I feel there's like still a few punches to be thrown here. See who can land that first one. Be West through Dorman. Out to Pike. Pike plays the ball down to Naranjan. Back to Pike. Now with Jewel. Ball played over. Stopped by Dillon, but probably works well for West. Dorman out to Cope. Sliding from, I think that's Michael Dillon. Dylan Brick infringing. West now have the ball.
Back to the ball side. That's worked a few times for him.
McKenzie with a bit of a run. Yeah, it's too high there. Dylan Bricker. I don't know if he's come off this game. He's putting in some big minutes out there.
He's worked hard on his physical conditioning, which enables him to be out there for longer. Definitely one of the best flickers, one of the best flickers in the competition, and for him to be on the field for the whole game gives them that option every time. Really interested to see what the next call is for the central short corner. Yeah.
But West doing well there. They've turned the ball over. It'll be Dorman on it now. I'm not sure. I'd want Dorman on the free hit on the sideline.
Just opened up space on the other side though.
McKenzie down to Naranjan. Got Black for
yeah,
he's slid and he's got that all wrong, unfortunately. Probably just worried about getting taken on the receive. And
do you reckon he slipped?
I'm not sure, but I don't know if there's many other options for the umpire to call there.
Yeah, not a lot of argument from Central, so fair decision.
And even if he slips and he makes a slight bit of contact with him, it's a corner. It's
yeah,
nothing more than that because he's not, no cards were given or anything, so just an accident. And maybe Bacchus here.
Again, Charlie Dortmund trapping on one with Jimmy Jewell, Darcy McDonald on battery 2.
Be Bacchus out to Jewell, the little switch. Oh, it's a
great post save. That's a rebound. That's a goal.
Angus Allen.
He has had a fantastic season, Angus Allen. A very underrated player for West. Really, really clinical execution. Hotchkiss did fantastic on the line, but he was in the right position for the rebound.
As we look here, it's a good switch by West. It's good, maybe not ideal, but again, it forces Hotchkiss to make a play at the ball, which then allowed him not to be able to cover that kind of in-close shot from Allen. So well done by West. West take the lead, 2-1. Watch the intensity of this one pick up, particularly from the central players. So there's a few punches left to throw. West land the first one. All to do now for Central. They are good enough. Obviously, in the semi-final, they were trailing and were able to get the win, albeit in a shootout, but they were able to come from behind a couple of times to take it there. Stuckey plays the ball in, well picked up by Bacchus. But Stuckey recovers well. He's just given that away there, though. And here's Allen. Yeah, again, just not clean with these basic skills. Now Central through McEntee. Should win the free hit there and does. Played down, now with Dooley. Deep in the circle.
Good physicality from McDonald in the defence.
I was going to say the one person you probably want marking Dooley in those situations in the competition. Oh, it's a good play though by... Playing good save by Hammond.
Really good and saved it away from danger.
Hotchkiss not able to bring that under control.
Now we saw a situation like this in the semi-final where West were ahead and Central, were chasing the game, and the intent from West was almost trying to just not lose the game, and it gave Central the ability to regain momentum and get back into the game. Really curious to see what the learnings are from both teams and how they approach these final 11 minutes.
Brick on the ball. Out to Dylan. Good strength there. Just to ride that challenge. And Stuckey out to Brick. Played through to Ryan Dooley.
Just unable to connect here. Yeah. Bacchus here. We want to win a free hit or play forward. Well done.
Good tackle by Stuckey. Or not what you want to be letting Hayden Dillon do. Oh, it's a bad clearance. Here's Crossman. Yeah, they're going to win the corner there.
Lacked a little bit of composure there, McDonald.
Just asking for one more. Henry McKenzie going back there. Now I've just given up trying to call these from Central. We'll see what they do. Brick and Dooley both on the batteries. No real genuine priority up there, given that Dillon and Crossman are both very, very accomplished trappers. Run a few variations. I wonder if they just go a bit simple. They're going to go Dillon on 2, flip back, it's to Dooley. And yeah.
Great composure from Dooley. The West ran quite well, to be fair.
Yeah, they adjusted well to the little change. I don't know who that was. There one. I think that's Cam Brick. Cam Pike. He didn't overrun, which allowed him to cover that. Variation. But then, yeah, as you mentioned, good composure by Dooley. He was able to take it onto his reverse stick, and then what was really good, he didn't just blaze away. He just placed it. And very, very easy just to blaze away there, and that goes top corner and doesn't count.
Yeah, well, what response will we see from West here?
They've just got to keep doing what they've been doing. They're just, as you said, it's... I was going to say, Ginger just slowing things down, and they had no one in their attacking circle. Ball out to McKenzie. Back through.
Great Tolma pass, opportunity for Bacchus and a goal! Gary Bacchus with the celebration, that's a double! Great response from the West boys. What a pass from McKenzie, cut in, backhand across the goal, Bacchus on the ground. What a finish. He loves it.
Yeah, McEntee did well to kind of get across, but then it's just hasn't been able to get the final bit of control there, and then it's obviously then bounced, and Bacchus on his ground, on the floor as well, trying for that deflection from the ball across from McKenzie. Just too quick. Ball played through Brick's legs. This is a fantastic way to finish off the men's season. Whoever wins this, they're going to know they've won a grand final.
Great receive from Dylan. Wins a free hit, drives forward to goal. Plays to the T-spot to his brother. Good skill.
Yeah, good skill. Just a bit too far there.
A little bit loose. But Dooley, immediate forward pressure. Just knocked it over the baseline.
Yeah, I think West, they have to continue. They have to try and score again. Still plenty of time. 7.5 minutes to go, basically. Trying to not score. Good skill there by Peter. And just kind of nibbling at the end there. Well done. Good recovery from Sirik. Jewel now on the ball. Sirik with the good roll. Finds Cope. Just a miss trap, but he's good enough to recover.
Out in his favour there, I think, Just forced an obstruction, Great lead from Naranjan there.
And again, Jewel looking to get that ball going before Central can set up. It's when they've looked best today, West, is when they've played that quick ball.
Again, playing the ball side here. Getting out on the right.
Walkie with a few nibbles there and does well.
No space for him to run into, though. Well done from West.
In the space for Dylan.
Oh, Jimmy just hesitated slightly there.
Dylan's a little bit long to get up. He might be potentially cramping.
Oh, very good from Charlie Dortmund to win the free hit there.
Try and run it off. Six and a half to go. Yeah, good pressure by Crossman just to not allow Carter to get a clean look at it. And just a little bit loose there from Central. If they got it out, they would have been on the way 2-on-1s down the field. Good control here by McDonald. Again, Dooley doing really well. And Black, but a good steal by Dooley. Wins the free hit. Now here's Hawk. Oh, here's Dooley.
Well done.
Yeah.
Better composure there from McDonald. Again, another player that probably hasn't been off the field, I think. At the other end might be Darcy McDonald.
Good ball over the top. Finds Pike. Oh, he's managed to get good strength there by Brick. Interesting to see if Brick injects himself a little bit higher up the field. Crossman can attack this circle well.
Charlie Dortmund's done well to close down the space, though.
Yeah, good save by, I think it was Hammond, and then out by Sirik, who's found a teammate. Finds Monahan. Yeah, I think he wanted Allen to present up to him. Ball by Stuckey into Crossman. Out to Hotchkiss. Back to Crossman.
Well played from Central. That's a short corner. Nice intricate passing sequence.
Yeah, I was going to say Crossman involved 3 or 4 times in that. Benefit of being, skills obviously super important, but the benefit of being physically fit enough to run out these games is he's able to really just create different amounts of space each time he gets a pass and gives it back from his player, and that allowed him to run into a situation where he was fouled outside the circle, but he would have entered in if not for the foul. So
Jamie Hawke on the right.
He does love a forehand tip. Interesting to see if West have seen this, and if they do, don't be surprised if Jimmy Jewell comes out and almost takes the hit from Hawkey. And now to Dooley. I think I think they've just tried to be a little bit too cute. You've got an absolute weapon on top of the circle. Just a few slips out there today.
Will Central take the keeper off?
Yeah, interesting to see. If they take the keeper off, I wouldn't mind seeing them move. Oh, it's a good ball.
One's Dooley across the face. Heavy contest. 3 out.
Yeah. Again, I think that's McDonald being nice and strong there coming through. They are taking the keeper off.
Yep. So Cam Briggs left the field here for Central. There is 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Central to try and find an equaliser.
Those little moments from McDonald where he had 2 players coming in. He was strong, he was low. Good here by Crossman. It's a bit loose here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Opportunity here. Angus Allen. That's a little bit silly from Black. Don't know if he didn't hear the whistle, but flirting with
I was going to say
potential upgrade.
I think Central was saying it's high, but he had his knee on the ground, so
he chose to go to ground.
He chose to go to ground. It's lucky he was outside the 25.
Yeah. Green card to Black, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, green card to Black for hitting the ball away.
I think it should be outside.
It should be outside 25. Yep, which will probably suit West a bit better.
Well, I think he's just going to go direct, sure. Yeah?
I think so. No, it goes out to McDonald.
Well defended.
Yeah, well done by Stucky. They will not die wondering, Central.
Jordan will just hold the ball here.
Great skill by Charlie.
Opens up the other side of the field. Well done.
Yep, finds McKenzie. West is going to fall out. You've got 2 extra players on the field. I would.
No. See, it's even numbers because they're taking the keeper off.
Yeah, I think maybe we'd play a little bit higher up, knowing that they don't have a goalkeeper. A little bit less room for. You back yourself in with that defensive line to handle any overheads that come through.
I think the gameplay's been very solid though from West so far, well executed.
It's just going high. Naranjan will, just a bit too wide. I was going to say a bit more central. Naranjan would have got there. Two and a half. Matthew Hotchkiss has probably been in this position many times before. Ball played through to Dylan. Dylan driving on Jewel.
Great defending.
Great tackle.
Very, very good.
Ball played through, finds Sirik. Plays the ball down. Good receive by Allen.
Great experience from Allen. Held it up. Backus here.
Back in. Yeah, he'll take this. Look to go. I think he's just going to try and hold this in the corner as much as possible. Back of the stick. Just needs to hold that there, I think.
Central back to the numerical advantage with Black now on the field.
Yeah, I think they had numbers there for Dylan to go play over the top. There's 2-on-1s.
Yeah, there's a bit of fatigue mirage going on for a few of the players. I think they're seeing things that may not necessarily always be there. Great receive from Dooley. Oh, yeah. Lockie knows it. Yeah. Just missed. Didn't need to make that challenge, I don't think. Well,
they have to score, basically. One stop here from West, and you'd probably say they win it.
I don't know. I lost a grand final today in the last 20 seconds, so there's still time.
Again, I'm done trying to... But maybe this is the plan. Maybe the plan's been to run some variations just to give themselves enough room, if they ever needed it, just to go with the...
We'll see. Who knows? The pressure moment is on here, so the defenders will have to run their best lines. The injection needs to be clean. The trap needs to be...
One of the best in the business to do it, Matt Hotchkiss.
To Brick. Here it is. No. Back to the injector. I'm sorry, but this is quite ridiculous. Like, Central have had so many opportunities and played so many variations and haven't tested.
I was going to say, in Central's probably favour, that 3 years ago against United, that is the short corner variation that won them the game.
Yeah.
Probably, again, maybe trying to be a little bit too cute. West just need to hold the ball for 45 seconds and they will end Central's unbeaten season in the final game of the year. Oh, here we go.
Opportunity to break forward. Dooley in the circle. That's a short corner. McKenzie just dwelled on it.
Yeah.
Unless Brick's injured.
Well, you would know. Is he injured?
I thought he seemed to be pretty good this week. But I just can't believe it. That for me, he's one of the best flickers in the country. And we haven't seen it.
Well, it all comes down to this, realistically. I said that before, but Central were good enough to prove me wrong. But 30 seconds left. Hotchkiss to inject. It's out to Brick with the flick. Good save by Hammond.
Great save. 20 seconds to go.
Well, it's a good win by Michael Dillon. But good pick by Darcy. He's just got to get the other end of the field. 12 seconds. West are going to do it.
Are they?
West are going to do it.
West have won the grand final. West are the champions of the Duncan's Plumbing CL1 men's competition, and that's what it means to the players. Unbelievable victory, and I feel, they had opportunities early in the game, weren't able to capitalise. They've been good value for the win today.
Yeah, I think so. Right from that first half, they were all over Central in that first half. Central held out well, but that equalising goal just before half-time probably just gave them a little bit of a pep in their step. So well done to Western District. They break the hoodoo. Okay, this is their third grand final roll. They've finally done it again. Back to being premiers. Congratulations to Adam Baxter. Congratulations to all the West players. Thank you everyone who's tuned in to watch the men's grand final. Thank you everyone who came out to watch the men's first grade competition this year. Thank you to Spacequake Sports for putting on this live stream. It was an absolute cracker. And again, well done to West, thoroughly deserving winners of this season. Last thing on Central, an incredible season. I think 23 weeks without loss. Unfortunately, couldn't get it done today, but that doesn't take away from how great their season has been as well.
Yeah, well done to both teams. A fantastic game of hockey and a fantastic season of hockey from both the clubs. Wonderful match, and I'm really excited to see these guys now play as teammates for the Canberra Chill in less than a month's time. Wonderful display of quality hockey from both groups, and congratulations to both teams.
All right, stick around. We'll be live streaming the women's CL1 game very shortly.